The Spokane family we introduced you to last week has a new home tonight.
To see people come out and help just made me feel like, you know, there's good still in here in the world.
Heather has spent the last 6 months trying to find a new home, but couldn't afford another place in the area because she's on a fixed income.
And they were also turned away from local shelters because most local shelters are for families with kids under 18. With a week left before her eviction, she turned to us. Emily Bloom joins us now to tell us how the community has rallied to really find this family a new home. Emily.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those stories that we as journalists love to tell. It really restores your faith in humanity, and I know that a lot of people back at home are going to feel the same way. I can tell you, when this story aired last Thursday, I was flooded with messages like I have never experienced before. So I know that there's a lot of people at home that are going to be super happy to see this outcome. We'll send it over to her now.
The weather isn't ideal, but Heather Laird couldn't be more grateful to be moving into a new home.
It's in the valley and it's wonderful. It's in a great area. I can walk to a lot of different grocery stores during, before it gets too hot in summer, and it's perfect.
1 week ago, she was facing the possibility of being homeless with her son. This miracle made possible by Family Promise, the Spokane community, and an old family friend.
Back in 97 or 98, we connected with Sean and Heather because Sean had a need for a caretaker and we had a 17-year-old son who had a need for a job.
At the time, Sean was like a part of their family. Heather reached out to Jack Lewis's family last week as a last-ditch effort for help. It's been over 7 years since they last saw each other.
Contacted my son, who was his caretaker, and he got on the ball right away, starting to look at some of the legal things, getting the bank account issues and the GoFundMe issues settled, etc. So it's fun.
That GoFundMe that went over $6 grand was created by a viewer. Jack says GoFundMe was scrupulous in making sure the money went to the right person, and every dollar of those funds going straight to getting Heather and her son into their new home.
I owe you a big thanks. My son, we both seriously appreciate it, and from the bottom of our hearts, I thank you all.
And one of the more special parts of this story is that family friend, Jack Lewis, once he gets her and Sean into the home, that's not it for him. He is going to be a constant person for them in their lives, that support that, they will continue to need going forward.